Momoshiki has been the bane of Boruto's existence since he got introduced into the story. Ever since that fateful day when Momoshiki invaded and was then defeated, he's been attached to Boruto through the Karma Seal. For a majority of the time, he was just a mere speck, a random black mark on Boruto's hand that no one knew a single thing about, and only giving him worries every now and again. But after that fateful encounter with Kawaki and the sinking of their karmas, Momoshiki's presence has continued to grow on Boruto and impact his life even more, being the one thing that could ruin his life and his relationship to the village, something he may not be able to control at this point in time, which makes the situation a lot worse. Boruto's Momoshiki problem extends more into how he proceeds to behave and how his interactions with the cast changes. Boruto's a lot more careful around them now, and if Boruto were to ever lose control, he would be deemed a danger to everyone. But at the same time, Momoshiki has sort of been a gift to Boruto in the sense that he heightens his combat abilities quite a bit. But I don't want to focus on his combat abilities just for now. I want to focus more on the impact that Momoshiki has had on Boruto psychologically. And moving past the benefits that it gives in the fight, Momoshiki is actually a really good character. Like, in terms of likable villains, Momoshiki is at the top of my list right now because of how the past events have been going. Lately, Momoshiki has surprisingly been a good source of truth when confronting Amato about certain facts about the Otsutsuki, able to verify any information that Amato spits out due to Momoshiki having an extensive knowledge base about the Otsutsuki. Momoshiki gives us the ability to hear an Otsutsuki's perspective without, them always trying to kill the hero or cultivate the divine tree or something along those lines. Even though Momoshiki isn't quote unquote on our side, he seems like he's become somewhat neutral on how he feels about the current situation and doesn't seem to be picking sides right now. He's merely just listening into conversations, and since Momoshiki and Boruto can hear each other's thoughts, we get the benefit of hearing what Momoshiki is saying and having him and Boruto interact with each other. Unfortunately, this does come with some downsides. Momoshiki might still be around in Boruto even if he can't be revived anymore. But there's one person that just developed a new hatred for the Otsutsuki, and that is Kawaki. Unfortunately, Boruto may be seen as a threat for Kawaki since in Boruto chapter 76, he realizes that the blame should have been shifted on the Otsutsuki. While he's in the right for that, the issue is that Boruto still has Momoshiki's presence within him. And the way Kawaki is thinking is that everything that's happened to Kawaki is because of the Otsutsuki. And because Kawaki is an Otsutsuki, he can sense whenever Momoshiki makes his presence known to Boruto. And the issue with this is that Boruto is someone who Kawaki may deem as a person he needs to eliminate to protect the Hokage. He doesn't know if Boruto could be taken over or if Momoshiki could cause any harm to the Hokage at all. They've already had some fights with Momoshiki popping up during the Ishiki fight and when Code attacked Kawaki initially, and then Boruto came in and then Momoshiki came out during that whole sequence. And Kawaki already knows what Momoshiki is capable of because of those past events, and it's probably the reason why he called him out immediately the moment he sensed his presence. I'm fully convinced that, given the chance, Kawaki would actually kill Boruto if it meant stopping Momoshiki from taking Boruto again and harming the Hokage. This attack most likely wouldn't just happen out the blue, but if the Hokage was put in harm's way, then Kawaki would have no reason to hesitate. Remember, Kawaki is obsessed with protecting the Hokage, and as funny as it sounds, he is probably one of the only people for the most part who can protect the Hokage just because of the powers that he was able to inherit from Ishiki Otsutsuki through the Karma Seal. Kawaki is extremely powerful, and Ishiki has some of the most broken abilities that we've seen in Boruto thus far. So Kawaki by himself was able to manhandle Code before he unlocked his limiters, right? So Kawaki is a very strong entity and is capable of fighting off these strong enemies. And now with Momoshiki's presence unveiled, things are about to take a turn now. How is Momoshiki going to start interacting with Kawaki and vice versa? Is Kawaki going to be okay with the fact that Momoshiki and Boruto are just casually talking? Is Boruto going to make up some sort of lie for why Momoshiki is still around? Does Kawaki fully understand the extent that Momoshiki is going to be here for. Questions like those are going to start popping up in this next chapter. Momoshiki is somebody that works in self-interest, and in one of their most recent interactions during the Ashiki fight, he literally tried to kidnap Kawaki to take him to the Divine Tree. So even though Momoshiki seems like he's chilled out some, there are still some intentions that it seems like Momoshiki is holding on to. If he got the opportunity to, would take Kawaki or would do something with Kawaki to complete those goals. And I'm sure Kawaki doesn't appreciate Momoshiki at all, and it's just reassuring the fact that the Otsutsuki only care about using him. And he's not wrong. This idea has been reinforced in the chapters with Ashiki, Momoshiki, and just other people just in general wanting to use Kawaki. It'll be interesting to see how their future interactions unfold as the two continue to clash throughout the story, and possibly if we get some more Otsutsukis introduced as well. Can you see a fight or a verbal dispute unfolding in chapter 77, or do you think that it will go another way? And if a fight does happen, would Ada or Damon assist Boruto and Kawaki in that whole scuffle? Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
So